Hello people, we are going to talk more about solving fractional and compound inequalities in this video. And before we get into it, I would like you to like this video and subscribe so you do not miss out on all the videos I upload. Alright, let's get to the first question. We have 32 is less than 2x is less than or equal to 42. This is called a compound inequality because it has more than one inequalities. We have this and that, and it has more sides to it. We have the left, the middle, and the right. Now in compound inequalities, our solution should come in this format. We have the lowest x value on the left, x in the middle, and the highest x value on the right. And in between, we leave our inequality signs. Okay, let's get solving. 32 less than 2x is less than or equal to 42. Right, we want to get x alone in the middle, so let's get rid of 2. 2 is multiplied by x, so we divide by 2 on all 3 sides. Please pay attention, we must do this on all 3 sides. I see students doing this on 2 sides. Now this is a compound inequality. You have 3 sides to it, so whatever you do in the middle, you must do to the other 2 sides as well. So 32 divided by 2 gives 16. Bring down the inequality sign. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 1 times x is x. Bring down the inequality sign, and 42 divided by 2 gives 21. Okay, and this is it. This is our solution. Take note that I did not change the inequality signs to equal signs before solving because students tend to forget to change back to the inequality sign after solving using the equal sign. So you can just bring down the inequality signs along as you solve. Okay, putting this solution on a number line, you draw your number line. Now we have a lowest x value and we have a specific highest x value also, unlike the previous ones where we have one value only and the other one was unknown. So we put infinity. Okay, since x is only less than x, since 16 is only less than x, it's not equal to x, we leave this circle above 16, we leave it unshaded. 21 is equal to x. X is equals to 21, that's the same thing, so we shade this circle. And the other x values in between 16 to 21 are shown by connecting these two circles with a straight line. I have noticed that students were following the examples on the handout given. I am referring to my students. And so here is your number line with the numbers there. This is your lowest x value. Take note, I'm not really writing the scales right, but I'm just showing how your circles were drawn. The circles on the examples were drawn right on the line, and the arrows were on the number line itself. The arrows and the lines are on the number line themselves. Some students followed this and they drew the circles and yet they forgot to draw the lines connecting them. even the arrows pointing to maybe negative infinity or positive infinity. So I suggest you put your circles above the number line and draw your lines and arrows there. It carries the same meaning. Okay, let's go to the interval notation format. Same solution, now put in a different format. Interval notation comes in this form. We have our lowest x value, comma, highest x value, and then we close them off with brackets. There are two types of brackets. Since 16 is only less than x and it's not equal to x, we put a round bracket around it, an open bracket. And since 21 is equal to x, we put a square bracket around it, a closing square bracket. Let's get to the next question. The next question is negative 2 is less than 2x plus 3 is less than 5. Again, this is a compound inequality because it has two inequalities there and we have three sides to it: left, middle, and right. I'm not going to change the inequality signs to equal sign. We are just going to bring them down. Just make sure you bring down the inequality sign and just make sure you know that there are three sides to this. Okay, we have to leave x in the middle, all the numbers to the side. So getting rid of the numbers in the middle, let's start with the 3. This is plus 3, so minus 3 on all three sides. I repeat, do it on all three sides. Negative 2 minus 3 gives negative 5. Bring this sign down. We have 2x in the middle. Bring this sign down. And 5 minus 3 is 2. We still have 2 times x, so divide by 2 on all three sides. This gives negative 2.5 is less than x is less than 1. And we are done. The solution is in inequality form. Let's put this on a number line. Here's your number line. Here's your lowest x value. And here's your highest x value. Put circles up there. And decide on the shading part. Negative 2 is only less than or not equal to x, so the circle is unshaded. X is also not equal to 1. 1 is not an x value, so leave the circle unshaded. And the other x values between these two are shown by the line. Let's put this in the interval notation. Okay, we have our lowest x value and our highest x value, and we close them up with brackets. Negative 2.5 is not equal to x, so we use a round bracket. 1 is also not equal to x, so again we use a round bracket. And this is it. Okay, let's look at one fractional inequality. Two x plus 4 is greater than 2x minus 3 over 8. This is not a compound inequality, it's a single single one with only one inequality sign and only two sides to it. So what you do is you bring numbers to one side and x to one side. It's more nicer to put x on the left and the numbers on the right. Okay, let's get started. We can subtract 4 on both sides, but this will make the expression on the right side become more complex. So first, let's get rid of this fraction. And to do that, we remove the denominator by multiplying everything on both sides by the denominator. Take note, when we are dividing or multiplying, we do it to every term. Unlike when we were adding and subtracting, we only collect like terms. Right, on the left hand side, we have a bracket. So we expand it. 8 times 2x gives 16x. 8 times 4 gives 32. Bring down the greater than sign. On the right, this denominator cancels with the whole number, leaving us with 2x is 2x minus 3. Now let's move this 2x to this side. We have a positive 2x, so minus 2x both sides. And we'll have 14x plus 32 is greater than negative 3. Then we move this 32 over. We have a plus 32, so minus 32 on both sides. And we'll have 14x is greater than negative 35. We still have 14 attached to x, so divide by 14 on both sides. And we'll have x is greater than negative 2.5. Okay, let's put this on a number line. Here's our number line. Take note, now we only know one x value. We do not know the other x values. So we'll just indicate this one value, which is negative 2.5. Put a circle and decide on the shading part. Since x is not equal to the number, we leave it open. And all the other x values are greater than negative 2.5, so we indicate them by pointing the arrow, drawing a line from the circle and pointing it to the right. Here's one clue on how to determine where you will show your arrow, point your arrow. You see that greater than sign? It's just like the arrowhead pointing to the right. Now that will only be done correctly if you have x on the left and the number on the right. Okay, so let's put this in the interval notation. Where we have our lowest x value, negative 2.5. The highest x value is unknown. The arrow points all the way to the right, indicating that it goes all the way to positive infinity. Okay, we close them with brackets. X is only greater, not equal to negative 2.5, so we use a round bracket. And for infinity, we do not know the exact value, so we also close it with a round bracket. This is the end of this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, even share these videos to your friends who might need help on the explanation. And see you on the next one.